Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Let's continue cutting our way through the Ivory Sanctum.
I'm gone.
Hear that noise? The Crusaders are already here. Let's go fend them off, or else this is the end of the Ivory Sanctum. Not so fast. The end of the Ivory Sanctum came a long time ago. Who are we going to defend it for? Was Xanther Vang and his idiot mages? For the defective demons they're breeding in the chambers that used to be ours? Fat chance. You're actually talking sense. Listen up. I know a safe place nearby. Let's hold up there. When the Crusaders swat the Locust Lord, we'll come back here and put everything back the way it was before. Lady Jerebeth will take care of us. What are you all standing around for? Didn't you hear? We're under attack. The enemy's already here. Hurry up. Get ready to mount a defense. Just look at these creeps. They've killed all our people. They've seized our lands. And now they're squabbling over them, at each other's throats. Vultures. Ulrich spits in disgust. Hey you. I don't have time to deal with every minion. If you want to live, get out of my way. The cultists pale in the face of your intimidation. The leader of Xanther's students turns to the Templars, and in a weak voice tries to issue some kind of command, but his voice breaks. Don't defend. Run.
Cover me, all right?
You've crossed a long line. You won't survive.
Die already.
For the wicked.
This is my kind of work.
The statue of Baphomet towers formidably above his unholy symbol, a Minotaur head. Streaks of dried sacrificial blood can be seen at the base of the statue. We have this clue. Chamber Lord. One of the first two symbols for this puzzle are a six-pointed star and a triangle.
I'm rather proud of this one.
This legend tells how the cunning Baphomet deceived Asmodeus, the Prince of Hell.
We do it my way. I'm all done here.
These legends tell of the love affairs of Baphomet, who ravished not only mortals and demons, but also the goddess Lamashtu herself.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Quarterstaff of the War Mage. This +3 quarterstaff adds +2 to the DC for all saving throws against spells the wielder casts. It also grants the wielder a +4 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, and a +5 competence bonus to use magic device skill checks. Just a really solid staff all around.
Follow if you dare.
It's a six-pointed star and triangle, right? I'm pretty sure there's another note that we get. I'll probably just leave that as is for now.
Can't hide from me. I'm off. I'll take care of it. Endure this! Strike! Did you see that? Make every strike
I didn't
count.
know I had it in me.
You should have run! You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stab you with that. Why not both?
Be gone, fiend! I am your end!
A lot of enemies charging to their demise there. Stun lips appear on the golem's unmoving face, and it loudly says, "Intruder detected. Hey dragon, where have you gone? Better fly back here and fight as teacher Xanther the Plate." Ow! The golem makes a noise like it has just been smacked upside the head. As teacher Xanther Vang ordered, or else your eggs will be destroyed. In unison, the golem swing their fists above the eggs on the ground. Take a closer look at the eggs. These are woundworm eggs, and they look like they will soon hatch. Attack the golems. We're under attack. Alert. Eradicate. Raising their fists, the golems move toward you.
We won't fall here.
Yeah, I'll save the
I
eggs.
swear it.
Distract them from me.
In Zotopath, I think you can get them to hatch and they help you fight the golems. But these eggs belong to the woundworm that we fought that had the storyteller held captive. Which is why I don't understand. There's a bit of dialogue where I think Irbeth says it doesn't seem like the dragon is in cahoots with the demons, but they are obviously manipulating the dragon in some way. A bones gnawed by huge teeth and clumps of meat, ripped by sharp claws, lie scattered across the floor. Remnants of a repast for a large, raging monster. But I guess it's possible that they only use her to defend the Ivory Sanctum.
Let's rest now, so the enemy doesn't catch us dead on
I recognize bones like these anywhere. There's a griffin. No, more than... No, more than one. What have these vermin done to you?
It's time to act.
Alright, so that takes us outside. We don't want to go there yet. You feel the heat radiating out from the thick shell of these large eggs. Examine the eggs. You don't need to be an expert in magical creatures to know that these are dragon eggs, most likely laid by the dragon you killed. Leave the eggs for now. Collect and bring them to Dresden later. The soldiers will bring the eggs to Dresden as soon as you deal with the demons in the Ivory Sanctum. There are sure to be ways to use the dragon eggs for the good of the crusade.
This is my kind of work.
I'm gone.
Where'd my notes go? Paper-muncher. You haven't seen them, have you? Come on, spit it out. My notebook's gone missing. I had it this morning, and all I found was a chewed-up cover lying next to Paper-muncher's bedroll. I couldn't let the enemy get its hands on the orders of the great Xanther the Plagued One. Acted like a hero back at the Tower of Estrad. How can we hope to compete with that heroic feat? Showing a whole wad of documents. Ha ha ha. As a reward, Xanther the Plagued One is going to turn him into a bookworm that walks. Ha ha ha. Hey, who's there? Darn it. haven't finished our research yet.
To battle, my friends! This will hurt!
Time to share your treasure.
This wound! My gift to you! You won't survive me.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes. My will is resolute.
Alright, found Barding of Elder Beasts and Holy Flaming Orc Double Axe +3. So Barding of Elder Beasts. This +3 full Barding grants its wearer a +4 natural armor enhancement bonus to armor class, and a +3 bonus to CMB against large and bigger enemies. That's pretty good. Because typically with your animal companions, you probably want to have... Well, we have half of the pair equipped, but you could also do Amulet of Mighty Fists. So if you don't have Bark Skin, the heavy armor we just found is pretty good. Baphomet the Imprisoned. For all children of Baphomet, read this and pass it on. The story of our master is an example to his followers, a paragon of cunning and dauntless courage that all of us should strive to emulate. Set goals that are beyond your capabilities, so daring that, once you succeed, your dying foes will be shaken and humiliated. Remember that Lord Baphomet was unafraid of challenging one who was not simply his equal, but a god, the accursed Asmodeus, whose staff our master wanted to steal for his beloved Lamashtu. Caught by the devil, betrayed by his beloved mistress, Baphomet was thrown into a maze so twisted and inconceivable that, as the ruler of hell boasted, no one, not even the first of the Minotaurs, could hope to find their way out. But our master was not one to back down after a single defeat. With a pentagram branded on his forehead, and a black heart burning with vengeance, Baphomet disgraced Asmodeus not just by escaping the labyrinth, but by taking it with him as well. And to this day, the pentagram on the Lord of Minotaurs remains as a mockery of the gods whose pride was used to wipe beneath the bull's tail. Take after Baphomet, risk everything, never break, and trample anyone attempting to trample you. Serve our master well, so that Baphomet's army grows in number, while our enemies grow weaker. Hail Baphomet with deeds insidious and covert. Hail him, hail him, hail him forevermore. The Circle of Loyal Templars. And we learned something from that book. What did we get? This book grants a +1 competence bonus to CMD and CMB. Carefully arrange tools and materials for building magical objects. They've clearly not been sitting idle. One of the cultists, half-elf whose face has gone white with fear, seems familiar to you. In an anguished and yet apologetic voice, he says, I suppose you won't believe me if I tell you I was just passing by. Why do all these troubles befall poor Telmer? Maybe you can let me go, and I will tell you what we're doing here. I have no desire to risk my life a second time to conceal Xanthir's secrets. Have we met before? The half-elf gives an affronted look. How could you forget? We met in the Tower of Estrad. Instead of surrendering, I started eating the secret reports from Master Xanthir. Yes, I checked in the letter and almost died. But my motives are most heroic, you'll agree. I thought that I had so impressed you with my feat of valor that you decided to let me go. But now it turns out that you don't even remember me. The half-elf huffs, his expression like a sulky child's. But what are you doing here? The cultist waves his hand, looking resigned. Xanthir the Plagued One ordered us to develop a new type of infectious disease, one that would strike down not only ordinary crusaders, but paladins as well. As you know, paladins are protected from all sorts of afflictions by the blessing of their patron deities. but that just makes the challenge even more interesting. We set to work at our cauldrons and start creating the most horrific toxins. Success was within reach, but then someone mixed up our cauldrons with the ones used for cooking. The other cultists tried the food with our unusual seasoning, and well, we soon learned that the Ivory Sanctum is lacking in its latrine provision. Master Xanther flew into a rage and ordered us, though still alive of course, to continue our experiments further away from the kitchen. The half-elf sighs at the injustice of it all. It seems the life of a cultist hasn't been working out for you. The half-elf nods sadly. You can say that again. When I was accepted into the cultists, I was promised power, might, and forbidden knowledge. And look where it's got me. Forced to look after some stinking infectious cauldrons. My hands are all covered with blisters now. And I'm still getting grief over eating those darn letters. Still picking bits out from between my teeth too. They call me paper-muncher, when all I did was faithfully serve the great Xanther the Plagued One. Pay no heed to the danger to myself. I tried to hide from the enemy. Meaning you, the secret correspondence of the Master. Speaking of, you make a fair old pickpocket. If you get collared by a guard, you just swallow the loot, and then just blink at him all innocent-like. The more you can swallow, the tastier the take will be. Right. Here I thought that diplomas and knowledge of the magical sciences would make me a success in life. Where were you before, Tiefling? So, I don't remember... He's part of kind of a quest and an achievement at the same time, along with the Vrock that we keep coming across. Well, actually, we see the Vrock here momentarily. And the halfling we saved at Leper's Smile. I don't know if we have to take option 5 for it, if we can take any of these. But yeah, it feels a little weird trying to smash this guy into the ground if he's this kind of pathetic and sad, so... I renounce the demons and try to live a righteous life. With a mistrustful look at you, the half-elf says, perhaps it's not a bad idea. I could turn to the good deities, become a follower of them. Maybe their priests won't make fun of me. You won't have heard about the time I tried to eat those letters. It's decided. Thank you for your advice and farewell.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Follow if you dare.
They will break against our resolve.
Is this a mock fight?
Who, me? Fine. This is my kind of work.
Something over there. Please, be careful.
Don't mind me.
We should move.
Oh, not you.
Something wrong?
Yeah, that's where legendary proportions can be a little hazardous.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Here's one of those
Who asked me?
commode altars.
Just don't blame me.
You got it, buddy.
This is my kind of work.
Third time's the charm.
Might be trap, might be treasure. This is my kind of work. Pretty good, aren't I?
So I'm pretty sure he comes out of the wall here.
We will
I
win this
am never
war.
wrong.
Oh, he's behind us. The mortals will be an offering at the hooves of Lord Baphomet.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
I'm off.
That was the first ghost Minotaur down.
We are the light. They are the darkness. into the fray. Drown in the holy light.
I do what I must.
Endure yet another obstacle. Did you see that?
I found
Missed every strike.
something.
This is my kind of work.
Do not hold back! Do not waver!
Can't you just die already?
No glory
tell you.
without risk!
Must be a sign. I didn't know I had it in me.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Careful.
There's a trap here. Alright, calm down for just a second. Let's do this.
This is my kind of work.
There we go. Another advantage to the Death from Above ability. Without that, we probably would have had to stand there and take flame strikes over and over. I mean, the Shadow Demon may have taken him out, or at least prevented him from casting.
I'm gone.
We
Won't survive me.
I'm here by the will of the great Baphomet. No blade, no magic will end my eternal vigil. Well, that's what he says anyway. Awfully big talk from someone who's been killed twice. Well, I guess there's no guarantee he's been killed the first time. It could have been just a spell that turned him into a specter.
Might be trap, might be
There's something
treasure.
here.
It traps out the
Here.
wazoo.
Where else would I be? Pretty good, aren't I?
My skills are absolute.
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me. Sure it's safe. This is my kind of work.
This trophy shield once belonged to an unknown paladin of Iomedae. It has several holes and is partially covered in rust, but still radiates the holy aura of its previous owner. Armor of Fallen Paladins. The once gleaming symbols of good deities have been defaced and befouled. Portraits of Crusaders who switched to the demon side. The paintings are lying in disarray, and many of them are damaged. So they mentioned those having been taken down. They were initially in the prison, or the cell area where they keep the experiments now. A cryptic note. There's no body, no weight, no scent, no sound. 5 transparent fingers squeeze the tree. A group of 6 came before, grasping at its treasure. Only half of them left the place alive. So it's important. This first sentence is tied to the puzzle as well. So this is the 5-pointed star, the 6-pointed star, and then the 3, the triangle. This is either the square or the 0. I'm pretty sure it's a square. Because it's got 4 items listed in that sentence.
I will protect you with my life.
Accept death. Resign yourself. Offer up your souls as a sacrifice to Baphomet.
Endure this.
pretty tough cookie.
Uh-huh.
This is my kind of work.
If you dare.
We won't fall
Make
here.
every strike
I
count.
swear it.
Gone, fiend!
Alright, Light Shield of Cursed Allegiance. This +3 Light Shield emanates a cursed aura. Whenever an ally adjacent to this shield's wielder is attacked, the enemy must pass a will saving throw DC 21 against this curse, or suffer a -3 attack penalty on the next attack roll.
Who, me? Pretty good, aren't I?
Alright, so I don't know which puzzle this is. The only one that gives any indication is the one that mentions the Lord's Chamber. Or Chamber Lord. I might start this one because it's closest, so let's go 4, 5, 6, 3. Let's actually get
I'll
my main
take care
character
of
out
it.
of the way.
Together, we stand.
So, 4, 5, 6, 3. Alright, maybe it's 0, 5, 6, 3.
No reason to pause.
And so this puzzle, we can't interact with it anymore. If they remain highlighted after you use it, that means that there's another solution. So we found this other letter. It talks about... doing things backwards. Or changing up the symbols. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and...
I'm off.
get like this. We're gonna
always
need
ready.
some buffs. That should last through
It's
the fight.
time to act.
Rely on me.
Ask nicely.
Meditate on your mistakes. I will lend you my ear better.
I will help where I can.
The remains of the Minotaur have been carefully dismembered and carved with profane runes, similar to a ritual sacrifice. First we'll take this, we get White Wind's Cloak, some other miscellaneous loot. Then here we get Braces of Breaching and Demonic Resentment. Alright, here comes the big guy.
Do not
Eternal
waver.
Guardian. So you want to pull him out of... Oh, the Shadow Demon went in there. That's alright. I've won the fight in here as well, but ideally you take him out of the ritual room, or the altar room, because he'll keep healing. We should be okay.
Didn't know I had it in me. Cover me, all right?
Oh yeah, that was super easy. So... This fight has been difficult in the past, but Mark of Justice does make it much easier. As long as he's standing in this room, He'll keep healing. There's a little pulse that goes out and gives him a... It's just a channel negative energy pulse from this. It keeps healing him. But, yeah, there you have it. Alright, let's look at these items real quick. So, White Wind's Cloak. This damage coat can now be... Okay, I want to make sure I did say cloak at the top. But this damage coat can now be worn only as a cloak, and only by non-evil aligned creature. If this cloak is worn by a character... Sorry, a non-evil. If this cloak is worn by a character with no levels and duelist class, such character will get the Precise Strike ability. If this cloak is worn by a duelist, she gets a +4 competence bonus to attack rolls while parrying. Additionally, Precise Strike ability now adds 1.5 of her duelist level as a bonus to her damage rolls. It also allows the wearer to cast a Sacred Image spell 3 times per day as a 9th level cleric. And then Precise Strike. A duelist gains the ability to strike precisely with a light or one-handed piercing weapon, adding a quarter of her level as a bonus to her damage rolls. Demonic Resentment. Whenever the wearer of this helmet is under a rage effect, the rage's effect bonuses on melee attack rolls, melee damage rolls, thrown weapon damage rolls, and will saving throws increases by 1. And Bracers of Breaching. Whenever the wearer of these bracers confirms a critical hit, the enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 23, or become vulnerable to piercing damage for 2 rounds. That's whatever. It can be good on, like, land, but...
I'm gone.
Outside of that, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so what we'll do next is probably solve the puzzle in this chamber. That should be all the clues and all the puzzles. We do have another door to go through, but I don't think we go through that until after we fight Xanthir outside. No, we can solve the puzzle to get into it. But we'll do the puzzle here first, then we'll do the puzzle on the far side after that. And then we'll wrap up the dungeon. So we might wrap it up next time. We'll see. But either way, for now, I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll try to figure out the rest of this puzzle and go from there. Actually, yeah, we'll do it next time. That'll be fine. But either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.